Sorry you have to hear the sound of the AC in the background, but I got the new deck in, Princess Bride. I don't know if any of you are in my age range and are going to get nostalgic on this right now, but it's funny because I showed this deck to my oldest daughter. She's 24, and she was like, I've never seen that movie. I was like, what? I failed in raising you. No, I'm kidding. I have so many that have come in. Labyrinth, the Dark Crystal, Clueless. I have Beetlejuice coming, Coraline coming, Ghostbusters that came in. Yeah, so, and I don't even know what else. I can't remember. I know I have Alice in Wonderland coming. I had to get that because, you know, I have the big ass like caterpillar tattooed on my arm. Okay, I think I've given this a good amount of shuffles. So let's see what we get out of this new Princess Bride deck. Wow, very, very difficult. And that's been the energy lately, is a very stubborn kind of energy I've been sensing. Fool in reverse. Two of Wands upright. And then the Nine of Swords in reverse. And the Magician in reverse. Oof. This is a hard time with moving forward and letting go of the pain, it seems. You want to move forward, but you don't know how to do that. It's like you have all this motivation just sitting there. And you're waiting for the universe to provide you the way. You're just waiting. But that's not what you need to do. You actually need to decide on what you want to do, and you get into that energy, and then it manifests. Like, you don't have the things happen around you first, and then your energy starts matching that to your environment. That's not the way it works. You have to be in the energy space, and then the environment, the things will match to your energy. Just like you need to think about what kind of mind space and energy space and place you were in your life, in whatever particular relationships you were in. These relationships that caused you so much heartbreak and pain, you need to go back and think about what type of person you were, and how your standards were much lower at that time. So you were willing to put up with a lot more bad behaviors, right? And make excuses for people that treated you in that way. When ultimately it's like you eventually learned and grew and moved away from that kind of, like, you know, you grew. That's just what people do. You grow up, you change, you evolve. So it's a matter of you understanding that you're not the same person that you used to be. The energy that you were back then was attracting that type of life that you had that wasn't making you happy. So you need to realize the power is in your hands. Whatever energy space you're in, that's what you're going to attract. So be aware of this. Page of Swords in reverse. You're not interested in playing games and entertaining anyone who's not going to be straight up with you. You know, you're not willing to bargain on that. Okay? And I don't know why in my mind I got like that. Is that from Popeye where it's like, I'll gladly pay you Tuesday for a hamburger today? You're not doing that shit. I need to find a Popeye dag. I love those movies. With Robin Williams. Be like the badass Olive Oyl that like all the fucking men wanted. And she had all the options. She had everyone doing all kinds of crazy shit falling at her feet to get her attention. She wasn't doing anything but being her weird, quirky, natural self. Two of Swords in reverse. Let me show you these cards, by the way. No longer are you going to allow yourself to be held hostage by other people's choices and decisions. You are no longer blind to the manipulation of the men in your life that you have experienced. Sorry if you're a guy watching this, but you guys tend to be fucking manipulative to women, and you need to know. We're seeing it now. So you better cut that shit. Death in reverse. I need to know more. Something you're not letting go of. Maybe it's your old life you're having a hard time letting go of. Ghosts of your past is what I'm seeing. Ghosts of somebody's past. Justice in reverse. You're having a hard time letting go because you're feeling as if people don't understand the level of pain and sorrow and suffering that they put you in means that justice isn't served, you know? You need to let go of the control hold that you have on needing to see some kind of karmic lesson be learned, or them to feel the amount of pain that you've experienced and the loss that you experienced, because these people you've dealt with very well did not have the capacity to have any kind of connection to another human being in a way that they actually gave that much of a shit. So you can't sit there and wait and expect to see them going through the same level of healing journey or pain journey or whatever that you've experienced. Different people, different energies, different timelines and energies, you know. The Empress. Fuck yeah. Just worry about you. When you can let this go, this need to see something out of this person for them to understand your pain and suffering that you've experienced, as soon as you let that go, you're going to fully get into that Empress mode. What comes after this? The World. What the fuck? Yeah! The world is yours, including that love. Do you see that shit? And the Ten of Wands in reverse. You're putting the end to the pain and the suffering and shit. You're done. You're being carried through the ending into the world, your new life. In the Empress mode. Bring it, right? Hell yeah. So let go. And you're going to be great.